Good evening, folks. This is April 5th, 2017. I'm Fred. Jimmy's on his phone. And we are doing another Sport Rag Wrestling podcast. Recapping Wrestlemania. So, Jimmy, I want to just say something before we get into the wrestling part about our ice cream show last Friday and Saturday at the Northtown Center in Amherst. We had our ice skating show for Gliding Stars, and we were skating through history, or skating through the library, I believe. Our group was American history, but anyway, just a little brief story from the Friday night show. I going through the finale and everything, and Kevin O'Neill from Channel 2 News in Western New York, who MCs the show along with Danny Neverth. Cool guy, by the way. Anyway, I got to like center ice where hold on a second.
No, he doesn't need to go out. He's fine. Are you kidding me? You gotta walk. No, he doesn't need to go out.
Sorry to interrupt, but we just heard it was the interrupters. Anyway, going over there where the boards are, where they're set up in the center ice, somehow he leans in and wants me to give him a shoulder tackle. And so it was kind of funny, so I kind of did, and he kind of lived it and just like put himself into the boards. But I've known Kevin O'Neill, not personally, not like on a day-to-day basis, anything like that, but during the shows I run into him and I always give him like a balloon, or I do something sort of like that and just interact with him, and always a great time. Very wondrous person, very generous of his time to do the show. But just a little shout out to Kevin O'Neill and Danny Neverth. Thank you so much for emceeing our shows for the past 13 years. 14 maybe. We've done 12 as well as my twin brother, but anyway. Moving on. We are getting to WrestleMania. I did not see the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, but I believe Mojo Rawley won the match, and Gronkowski got involved with Jinder Mahal. Shh. Your reaction?
What was he thinking?
Did you see the clip?
I didn't see much of the clip, to be honest with you.
I saw the clip, and I got to tell you, it was entertaining.
At WrestleMania, when he's 4 months removed from knee injury here, I don't understand. I mean, yes, it's fun to see. Like, of course, number one, the Patriots. We can't stand the Patriots.
Gronkowski's a Buffalonian, so
I know. I love. There's nothing personal against Gronkowski. This is not type of.
I'm watching Nylander's stick handle right now. Alex Nylander, not William. Buffalo's playing Montreal right now, so I'm kind of like eyeballing the scoreboard. Anyway, moving on. Just I didn't get to watch that, but
but I didn't. I'm sure a lot of people were expecting the Big Show Braun Strowman matchup during the Battle Royal, but wasn't too much of it. I feared it. I mean, I can't really decide. So I wanted to, instead of talking about the matches, so I want to talk about kind of just the format where you have what was the surprising WrestleMania was we kind of have a few talk about WrestleMania. We got a couple starting with Team Extreme Hardy Boys back in WWE, which was I will say the shocking moment of the night. It was the Hardy Boys returned in WWE.
It looks like Gallagher and Wrestlemania are getting at it, and this might be a brawl between these guys. Maybe some pushing stuffing, but I think somebody wants to whip their ass.
But anyway, sorry, I can't. I'm watching the Sabres hockey right now, so apologize. But go ahead.
Yeah, so definitely kind of we start off with well, first of all, there's some pretty good highlights.
33. I made a mistake. I put 32 on our.
Oops.
I guess I got to edit that one. So, correction, it's WrestleMania 33 instead of 32.
Oh man, 32 was last year. It was, I think I gotta say, Shane. I just had one match with Shane McMahon there. It's kind of what I want to be wrestling, more of a wrestling match until the end.
Oh, I did miss the Intercontinental Championship match.
Well, yeah, that
And the
was
Cruiserweight Championship match, so I cannot.
that was on the pre-show.
What are you doing? I'm talking to Karen. So, New Day opened up the show, blah, 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 blah. So, I'm going to get into I'm getting into AJ Styles, Shane McMahon. I want to say that was one of the best matches of the night. I think AJ Styles delivered again with his phenomenal performance. I got to say, Shane McMahon kept up with him pretty well.
I think it was. I wouldn't say it's a great wrestling match. I mean, this wasn't like this wasn't like your typical wrestler. We don't see mostly like some of the mostly specialty matches where but it's kind of blocking the same with this wrestling match with AJ Styles.
Except for when the referee got knocked down and kind of turned into a little bit of a chairs match. But other than that, I think for what it's worth, it was a very decent match. Just a nice aerial offense by AJ and Shane. That one move that Shane did was like OMG moment of the year.
What was the exact?
I think Shane coming off the top rope and trying to do some type of splash or something, not the elbow.
In fashion. He always has a flair for the match. Shane does. Like, you can just never wrestle. Whenever I see Shane wrestle me, or he always does something that works off the top rope, a ladder, the top of the stage. You know, what got at the top of the cell?
That was last year.
Well, I know, but this guy always does something crazy here, and he's only from one day a year. But my God, he puts his body out on the line for Pete's sake.
Anyway, moving on to Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho for the U.S. Championship.
I think that would. I don't. For the time, I thought it should have been more physical. You know, it's like it should have had a little bit more vitriol to the match. Kevin Owens did when but there's something a little bit lacking in that match per se. I don't know if I thought it was one of their better work. I mean, I think the lead-up was good, but the actual match itself, I don't know if I really agree with it. Highlight of the night.
I think there's some good moments in there.
Well, yeah, that's like
it didn't really stand out for me, though. Personally, it really didn't stand out too much for me for an exciting match. But I mean, I wouldn't say it was like the worst match, in my opinion.
Okay, so you didn't like their match at all here.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it didn't stand out.
I wouldn't say it was one of the worst match. It wasn't the worst match. I don't think it was. I don't think it was the worst match of the night here. I don't think it's really the worst match of the night there per se. I think I have a different candidate for that. I will do that with I'll get to that in a few moments.
I like a couple of transitions with Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. And I'm trying to go off a little bit of memory here, but other than that, I mean, it was solid, but I think that it wasn't my standalone moment of the evening.
No, I totally agree on that part. I just totally agree on that part. What was it? Speaking of which, we got more, 4 hours. So there's a lot of matches to cover.
I think it was 5 hours plus total.
Yeah, it was supposed to be first, but it was over 5 hours. It went longer. The fun part of the factor, some of the matches were like 20 minutes plus.
Some of it might have been fell flat towards the end, but we'll get into that later. Bailey defended her championship and retained her championship.
But didn't you see didn't you see them all clean up at Nia Jax there? In the beginning there, you kind of reminded shades of the four horsemen.
I want to say that was the better women's match in some respects, from the point of not towards the end, but I want to say with Nia Jax looking strong in defeat, she totally dominated.
I don't know if I totally agree with that. I thought but I would love to see her. I would have loved to seen her last elimination. So I think that would have been like.
I would agree with you on that part, but I think this will excel her going forward in a weird way. I should say weird way because it's been done before where wrestlers are strong in defeat. That's nothing new. But I think Nia is going to get a huge push.
Yeah,
if she hasn't
I
already
would
got
definitely say you're right about her getting a huge push. I mean,
probably become women's championship at some.
Be a dominant female in the.
I think more dominant than Beth Phoenix.
But that's not both prediction. I want to see congratulations Beth Phoenix in the Hall of Fame here. But yeah, I can certainly see.
It's funny how Charlotte Flair tried to be buddies with those two at one point, or tried to shake their hand.
Well, yeah, they were having none of it. Bailey and Sasha.
I thought that was interesting.
I would have thought there was more dissension between Bailey and Sasha.
I think there were some points leading up to WrestleMania where you thought about that, but never really materialized.
What is Rich and Rec doing? Throwing stuff down the feet?
I guess
Is that how stuff?
free stuff, maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, moving on. So I'm not going to give grades for any of these. I'm just going over the list of matches.
I won't give our grades in our podcast.
I don't really care about the grades because
No, but I got to say,
coming up to the next match, I think you're going to agree that the surprise of the night and most exciting part of WrestleMania, one of them, was the Hardy Boys returning and the Delete chant.
Yeah,
And a ladder match.
What a surprise! We're all expecting. I think going into this match, what originally was a threat match here between James Cesaro, Enzo, and Cass, Carranzo, Lyman. There wasn't a whole lot to build up to it. But then all of a sudden, the host come out and play with Richard was not going to bring it. But then all of a sudden, here comes all of a sudden. There comes out the Hardy Boys. I'm like, holy smokes!
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, did you see the crowd reaction?
Oh yeah, I saw the crowd reaction.
That was quite the reaction. I mean,
that was one of the.
You talk about the bomb shock factor.
Yes.
That was when Ben said delete, and then.
But that was actually a decent match. I want to say.
I love that match.
But I want to touch on a few points, though. Cesaro and Sheamus definitely look like they're going to be tag team champions at some point. Gallows and Anderson, where you love them or hate them. My opinion, I'm glad they're not the tag team champions anymore. I've never been a fan of Luke Gallows.
I just seemed like it was a forced run there.
My personal opinion.
I don't. It seemed like a forced one. I don't know what. To me, I think I would love to see Enzo Casket run a tag team title run. Should have been that night, but kudos to the Hardys.
See, now I feel like after they debut since a year ago, I feel like their face gimmick has run out. I feel like it's just like they've been put on the back burner in some respects. Yes, they're in these matches, but I feel like they're an afterthought in some respects.
Well, I mean, it's still get huge pops every night wherever they go. But
Remember when they first came out with the promos? How they did their My Name's Enzo Amore.
I still
like that, but I feel like it could be reinvented a little bit. But I feel like their characters have gone a little bit stale. My personal opinion. I feel like they need a heel turn to really get some energy back. Oh, come on. You get I think someone wants to give someone a Falk a shot, but anyway, sorry. But just in general, that was a very decent match. The next matchup was Nikki Bella and John Cena and Miz and Maurice. It was kind of like a quick match.
I mean, but this definitely carried the local match. It's actually nice. John not be the guy carrying most of the match.
See, it's hard for me to watch. I didn't really watch too much of it. I felt so I couldn't give like an honest opinion on how I felt because it's like a blur to me. I think I wasn't paying too much, maybe as you were. So
I thought, given the circumstances, I thought the match was. I thought that the back and forth.
I thought the proposal was very touching afterwards.
A minute here. The match itself was pretty good. But I think what made the headline engagement
and some people may think it's staged, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it wasn't staged. It wasn't staged. So after the match, did not watch WrestleMania. After the match, talked about real life a year and a half. Said about Nikki Bella about a year and a half prior. You talk about just before you and so here someday I'm gonna marry you. And he was waiting. And this is kind of you can tell he was waiting. He's playing this out for a year and a half at surgery. Nick's comeback with WrestleMania moment proposing. And there was, middle of the ring and proposed the usual question: Nick, will you marry me? She said yes. I mean,
now some people.
I was gonna get to the point in a second there, but that to me was another one. Probably the most sentimental moment that I can recall. Obviously, it wasn't.
Some people think though that Nikki and John are not really together. They were total Bellas. They were put together and they're not really a couple. Some may argue that.
I totally disagree.
I was listening to one of those wrestling things.
I totally disagree with that.
I do too, but there's critics that say that, like the Miz and Maurice, that say that they're a really fake couple, not really a couple, or whatever case may be.
I totally disagree with that statement.
That's not what I'm saying. That's what the
critics. I know that's not what you're saying. But what I'm telling you is that I truly believe they're genuinely fake. If they were I would love to. So you get that impression that it's like they kind of like, I think that's totally bogus. You saw Happy Word. I mean that. You saw Happy Word. And how ecstatic that was.
Okay.
That wasn't scripted. That was, you could tell that was real. See how emotional. See how emotional Mickey Bellic got when
Mhm.
Jones got popped. That was not scripted. That was not scripted. That was not scripted. That was true, genuine.
We got to kind of roll it on. I'm sorry, but I think we got the point across. No offense, not trying to be rude.
I wish we had more time because I would have gone on under.
So the next match in a non-sanctioned match, it was Seth Rollins and Triple H.
You can say that might. I mean, it was a decent match. I wouldn't say it's a really good match. I mean,
For what it's worth, I thought that it told the story well. You know, Seth Rollins overcoming the odds. The promo worked beforehand, but in the match itself, I think did what I expected. Maybe it could have been a little bit better, but I think it told the story how it should.
But I think the match itself was a little underwhelming. I think. I mean, not to say it wasn't bad, but I think there could have been. I felt like this should have been a little bit more.
I think it was brutal because I think
There should have been more fire to it. I think the end of the match. I think the end of the match should have been a little bit. The end of the match don't you think?
I got no other comment. So anyway, the next match was the WWE Championship match between Orton and Wyatt. That was a little bit.
I thought that was the most underwhelming match of the night. Besides the SmackDown Women's Championship, but for the main event match, that just fell flat. I mean,
I don't think they needed the. I get the point of where they're trying to have Bray Wyatt having supernatural powers and everything with the maggots and the worms, but it was just like.
Did you just see the graphic images they put into the match?
I don't know if it was necessary.
I understand, but I thought it was a cool element. I thought it was a cool element.
I didn't think it did. I don't think it did anything for me personally.
No, I'm not talking. I'll be honest. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It's not a factor in the match. I mean, visual presentation. I felt cool from a visual. A little however, I can't say it's either or, but
I guess the Brock Lesnar match lasted more than 3 minutes or 2 minutes. I can't say much more about what I said about Orton and Wyatt. Lesnar and Goldberg. Now that's a different story. For the time of match, for the short of match, the shortness of it actually delivered what you expected, and it was done brilliantly.
Yeah, I think
I want to say that one was the best matches for what it was.
I think we all kind of knew that Lesnar was going to win the title. I think, I don't think anybody. I mean, I don't think it wasn't going to be like a epic
Goldberg dominated early, and
really just cutting. You are really just taking.
you like
over.
to cut me off usually too, so.
I think I need my own podcast.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I understand. No, but the words watch some of the stuff with where it need to be. I don't think it's one. That's just kind of deal with that. Needless more. I mean, Barry's been done for Cobra. I knew it wasn't last anyway. The last time those two at WrestleMania, those two 13 years ago, so I don't know what expecting. Now, on to the more somber. There's been speculation about retiring.
I think he did retire though.
Is that what you're saying?
I think it looked like it when he retired at WrestleMania.
I thought that tell Undertaker was having a hard time with the match. All the amount of body, he had to endure, all the
We're not even getting to the SmackDown Women's Championship match.
Okay, well, let's get okay.
But go, yeah, I'm not gonna say much.
I thought that was so watched.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. I have no other comment than just that. But
it's not rushed. That was a great hold in there. Well done, guys. But that match. I felt like I didn't really watch. I didn't care to watch it. I had my eyes closed most of the match. But so yeah, So I would digress you because I didn't. I think that should have been more. Maybe after. That should have been after the watch. Match. But I think the crowd, the crowd wasn't into it. Like I mean, crowd is watching 5 hours. That's pretty tiring.
I wouldn't disagree with you on that.
But back to you. I definitely thought it was a very nice match.
For what it was, I mean, Undertaker was probably limited to certain things because his body it wasn't going to handle doing what Undertaker normally does for a wrestling match.
Yeah, he definitely looks slower to die, guys. But you definitely felt like he was out.
I don't want to say out of place. I just think it was a very decent match for what
but it just wasn't.
It was, all things considered.
No, what I'm saying, imagine, my favorite is it wasn't. I mean, and this even 5 years ago, I think this would have been a hell of a match. I mean, not that, but unfortunately, if Undertaker's health, he's going to have another hip surgery. You can tell he doesn't look like himself. I mean, but after the match, what a thing. He seemed very interesting how he takes his wardrobe off. Nice and pretty good life. Never stooped for it. They were on that kind of signified maybe his last Wrestlemania.
I think it was.
This is definitely likely what if how I allow honestly the music best of luck. I felt like it was something kind of a somber night.
It was.
Feeling to it. Felt more finally than now. Doesn't mean they could make me possibly more match. But seems I don't know. This definitely seems fine. So our congratulations for a long career.
All right, that is it. So long for now.